A world without love. After 1 minute, people around the world begin to realize that something is off as emotions vanish. Conversations and interactions become sterile and purely functional. Laughter and tears cease to exist, leaving a deafening silence. After 1 hour, panic begins to set in as people recognize the loss of emotions. Governments and scientists scramble to find answers, while social bonds start to dissolve without the emotional connections that hold them together. After 1 day, couples and families struggle to maintain their relationships without the emotional bonds of love and affection. Society starts to fracture as trust and empathy evaporate, leaving behind only cold logic. After 1 week, acts of kindness and generosity become exceedingly rare. With no emotional reward for helping others, people grow increasingly apathetic and self-interested, leading to a spike in crime and civil unrest. After 1 month, friendships and social networks disintegrate as people begin to isolate themselves. Without emotions, there is no motivation to maintain relationships, and loneliness becomes the norm. After 1 year, art, music, and literature lose their significance without the emotional responses they evoke. Cultural expressions and events become meaningless, and people cease to create or enjoy them. After 5 years, the value of human labor declines, as emotionless humans begin to resemble machines in their efficiency and lack of empathy. Automation accelerates, further diminishing human connection and interaction. After 8 years, without empathy, society becomes increasingly cruel and unforgiving. Rehabilitation and mental health support vanish, replaced by cold, retributive justice systems. After 10 years, nations turn inward as international cooperation and diplomacy break down. Conflicts arise, driven by cold calculations rather than ideological or emotional motivations. After 15 years, scientific and technological progress become the primary focus as emotionless humans seek to optimize efficiency and control. Ethics and morality fade into irrelevance. After 36 years, a new generation born without emotions knows nothing of love, compassion, or empathy. Their lives are driven solely by logic and self-preservation, leading to a cold, unfeeling society. After 50 years, the human race splits into distinct factions, defined by their approach to a world without emotions. Some seek to restore the lost emotions, while others embrace the cold efficiency of their new existence. After 72 years, a movement to restore emotions gains momentum, driven by a longing for a more humane and connected world. Scientists and researchers work tirelessly, driven by the echoes of what once made them human. After 100 years, a breakthrough is made, and emotions are restored to a portion of the population. The world begins to transform as people rediscover the joys and sorrows that define the human experience. After 150 years, with emotions restored, societies work to rebuild trust and heal the wounds of the past. The world comes together to forge a new era of unity and understanding. After 360 years, humanity evolves into a deeply empathic and emotionally connected civilization. People work together to solve global challenges and build a world where emotions are celebrated and cherished.